All right, we have got to talk about Nvidia's latest earnings report because, wow, their third quarter results are absolutely staggering. This isn't just a story about one company. It's a story about the unbelievable speed and scale of the entire AI boom. So let's jump right into the numbers.
So let's just start with the biggest number on the page. For a single quarter, Nvidia brought in $57 billion in revenue. Just let that sink in for a second. This isn't just a company record, it's a number that completely changes the game for the entire semiconductor industry. So where did this massive figure even come from?
You know, what's really stunning is when you compare it to just 1 year ago. In the same quarter last year, their revenue was a very respectable $35.1 billion. This year, $57 billion. As you can see on the chart, this isn't just steady growth, this is an absolute explosion.
To put a number on that leap, it's a 62% increase in revenue from the same time last year. You just don't see that kind of growth in a company of this size. It's almost unheard of. It really tells you that this AI revolution isn't just talk. It's turning into some seriously colossal financial results.
But look, big revenue is one thing, right? What about the actual profit? Let's see how that incredible top-line number translates down to the bottom line, because this is where the story gets even more compelling.
Okay, now look at this. This is something you almost never see. A company's GAAP and non-GAAP earnings per share are identical. Both came in at $1.30. This points to incredibly clean earnings. It basically means their profitability is so strong, they don't have to make a bunch of adjustments to show a healthy bottom line.
And just so we're all on the same page, non-GAAP metrics are what a lot of people look at to see how a company's core business is doing, without certain expenses clouding the picture. The fact that Nvidia's numbers are the same on both measures, that is a huge sign of fundamental strength.
So the big question is, what's driving this? I mean, where inside Nvidia is this engine of growth really firing? Let's pop the hood and find out.
And this chart pretty much tells the entire story. Of that $57 billion in revenue, a massive $51.2 billion came from just one segment, the data center. That's almost 90% of the whole company's revenue. This is the hardware that's powering all the AI models and cloud platforms that are changing everything.
And to put that data center growth into perspective, just look at this. Last year, it brought in about $31 billion. This year, over $51 billion. That's a 66% jump. The growth in this one single segment is bigger than the entire revenue of a lot of Fortune 500 companies. It's just mind-boggling.
NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang really captured the moment perfectly with this quote. He talks about a virtuous cycle. What he means is, as AI models get better, they need more powerful chips. That incredible demand fuels NVIDIA to make even more powerful chips, which then lets developers build even better AI. It's a feedback loop, and it's just spinning faster and faster.
So who's buying all this stuff? Well, it's basically a who's who of the entire tech industry. You've got companies like OpenAI, Google, Microsoft, Meta. They're all in a massive arms race to build out their AI infrastructure, and they are overwhelmingly building it on Nvidia's tech. Now, while the data center is clearly the star of the show, let's not forget about the rest of the company. Nvidia's strength is also showing up in its other business lines. Let's take a quick look at how the rest of their portfolio is doing.
And yeah, the rest of the portfolio looks fantastic too. Gaming, which was Nvidia's foundation for so long, is up 30% to $4.3 billion. Professional visualization, which powers everything from Hollywood movies to designing buildings, is up a staggering 56%. And as more and more AI gets into our cars, the automotive segment saw really healthy 32% growth.
So, after a quarter this massive, the natural question is, can they keep it up? Is this the peak? Let's look at the company's own guidance for what they think is coming next.
And based on their official outlook, the answer seems to be a resounding yes. Nvidia is signaling that the demand they're seeing isn't just some temporary spike. No, this is a sustained wave.
Get this. For the upcoming fourth quarter, they are forecasting revenue of $65 billion. That's another $8 billion on top of this already historic quarter. The AI boom, at least according to the company right at the center of it all, is still accelerating.
So what's the big takeaway here? It's pretty clear. We are living through a modern-day gold rush, an AI gold rush, and Nvidia is selling the picks and shovels. Their financial success is a direct measurement of this massive technological shift. And it really just leaves us with one final fascinating question. With all these incredibly powerful tools now in the hands of the world's creators and builders, what are they going to build next?